Hello. Based on feedback, I would like to know whether you think I should continue saying I'm learning to do crossword puzzles or just I'm going to do the crossword puzzle. The point of saying I'm learning to do crossword puzzles is to anchor the video so you know what to expect because most content creators are solving the crossword in a way that are very good at crosswords. Like they're extremely well practiced. They've been doing it for years and years. And so they're kind of instructing, at best, they're instructing on how to do it, and then a lot of them are actually just kind of blasting through it and being impressive. And especially the ones that are blasting through it and being impressive, it makes you like if you don't know how to do crosswords, it just kind of makes it seem like it's magic that it takes some talent, innate talent or something, or a very special kind of person to be able to solve a crossword. Which just isn't the case. Crossword's a learned skill. And so by saying I'm learning to do crossword puzzles, someone can go, oh, so this is someone who's learning. They're going to be doing stuff that the pros don't do, like looking stuff up, using the checker, stuff like that. And in addition to that, I can watch this person and see how to learn it. It's kind of like, I think Rubik's Cubes have a similar situation where, there's a whole lot of videos online of people solving a Rubik's Cube in 6 seconds. And you go, okay, I'm just not going to bother with Rubik's Cube if someone can do it 6 seconds and I can't even figure out how to do it. So, anyway, tell me if you think I'm learning to do crossword puzzles is still a good intro, or if you've been annoyed by it because I've been using it for a couple years now. I'm really curious for feedback there. But anyway, that's a long intro because this is hopefully a shorter video because Mondays I have generally gotten pretty good at. I'm trying not to look up or checker on Mondays, and I'm targeting 15 minutes or less. Don't always succeed. Some Mondays are harder than others, but let's try today. So let's play. That girl's, hers, I suppose. Building where airplanes are stored. That's a hanger. I believe that's AR. Let's look it down still. Really, really. Not sure. Like off-site employees. Remote, like me. I work remotely. Scrub. Scrub has a lot of meanings. I'm not sure what we're doing here. With in French. Ooh, I really should learn all those French prepositions. Let's see. Clownfish in a 2003 Pixar film. That's Nemo. All right. Cult classic co-starring Bill Murray and Andy McDowell. I am not sure. Houston baseball players. That's the Astros, I believe. Eggs in a sushi roll. That's row. Row is something to know in crosswords. Really commonly shows up. Fish eggs. Really, really. Even so, I'm not quite sure. Scrub. All right, let's just keep going. What else can I build off of? Maybe 21 down. Dark crime genre. I also get the question of like, should I do all the crosses then all the downs, or should I cluster like what I do? It really comes down to preference, but I think if you're starting out on crosswords, I do recommend trying the cluster solve because it has some advantages, especially if you're not experienced in crosswords, because a word with nothing, right? A word from nothing is a lot easier to get wrong or just not be able to think of. A word where you've got 2 out of 4 letters, much easier to think of. And also it serves as a check that hanger and remote are correct, right? For this word, if I can fill it correctly, like Nemo, act as a really good check that probably hanger and remote are both correct. If I can fill Nemo and it makes sense. So I try to cluster solve. And that means like, if I already have info about a particular word, I'd like to try to guess that one over trying to, start from a void up here and go blank is more. Now, I think I actually know that less is more is the aphorism. So we can actually build off that now. Results in. So results in. And now the in is not in parentheses, meaning this isn't going to be something in. It's going to be a singular word or phrase that means the same as results in, could replace results in. So maybe leads to. And a good way to kind of think about that is think of a sentence where you could put results into. So like eating cake results in gaining weight. You could also say eating cake leads to gaining weight. So you can think of other things you could put in there, and having that starting L really helped. All right, engrave. Also we knew it couldn't end in because the clue never repeats in the answer. Engrave, etch. Duet -1. So that's a solo. That's funny. Like the proverbial bug in a rug. Oh, what's the proverb for bug in a rug? I'm not sure. Right. English boarding school attended by many royals. So knowing etten is important for crosswords as well. Just the good letter, the short words with good letters. Advocacy rights word is advocacy rights advocacy org is the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union. All right. Proverbial bug in a rug. It's snug, a snug bug in a rug. All right. So what is this? This is Groundhog Day, which is today. Today is Groundhog Day. Okay. I'm wondering. I think that the funny thing going on here is that we have Groundhog Day a bunch of times. I think that's our theme. Inspiration for the 2017 Tony nominated musical. How about Groundhog Day? You think a film about which Harold Ramy said he goes from being a prisoner of that time and place to being a master of that time and place. I think that's Groundhog Day. All right. What is this? Dark crime genre? Noir. Adam's family cousin. So cousin it, I learned from crosswords, is spelled ITT. Rear end informally. Your tush. Tushy, maybe? Tushy? Okay. The Matrix character is Neo. Aptly is an anagram of one. Common saying. Oh, a common saying is an adage. So they're not asking for some random common saying. They're asking for what could you replace common saying with, right? Oh, there's this common saying that says blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's this adage that says blah, 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 right? That took me a while to get used to when I was starting out with crosswords, is like understanding what a crossword clue is actually asking you to do. One arguing in court, abbreviated. So the AD, is it ADA? I think so. Wait, is it? Attorney General? No, it's the. I think ADA is right, but I'm gonna look at this because I don't like the down. How blank the little busy bee. I don't know that. Okay, we're gonna hold off on this because I don't know if ADA is right. Maybe it's attorney. How would we abbreviate attorney though? I think this would be a T. How doth the little busy bee? I'm not sure. All right, there's a lot to build off of, but maybe I can actually get started up here. Receded as the tide, ebbed. Now this is another little trick. Even if you couldn't think of ebbed, try like penciling in an ed, because receded is past tense, and most past tense words end in ed. Although the shorter the word, the less it actually becomes less likely to end in ed. But you can pencil an ed there, and then you can immediately look at the downs to check your ed without using the checker. All right, animated film featuring the song We Don't Talk About Bruno. So that's Encanto. So I guess it's just ATT for attorney. I always forget how they abbreviate attorney. Painting the town red, so to speak. Maybe on a something. Because I wanted doth. So I'm thinking on a something. What is this, though? Triumphant cry. Booyah. That's funny. I'm freezing. Brr. So when it's in brackets, that means it's going to be an utterance that means I'm freezing, right? It's not a real word. It's an utterance. So burr, right? When a flight is due to land for short, that's the ETA, estimated time of arrival. Alternative to UPS or FedEx would be, DHL, I think. Does that work? North and Coral looks good. First word in 2 U.S. state names, North. And then makeup of a reef is coral, a coral reef. Okay, so all that looks correct. Painting the town red, so to speak. Oh, yeah, on a something. I don't know what it is. Blank knight, Star Wars fighter, a Jedi knight. So on a... I don't actually know what painting the town red means. Now that I think about it. Actor Scott or Driver? Adam. Adam Scott, Adam Driver. On a jam? On a... Fellas. What's this one? End of a school website address is edu. Fellas. Guys. On a jag. I don't know what either of those mean. Okay. The G of LGBTQ is gay. And goals are aims. Okay. Goddess of the Dawn. I don't know that one. What about this one? African grazer is the new, a good animal to know. Bring home as money. Earn, perhaps. Holy Moses, Egad. I love Egad. Folk singer Guthrie. Oh yeah, Arlo Guthrie is a musician you should become very familiar with. Horse with a reddish coat. That's Rome. Oh shoot, this one I don't quite remember. It's been a while since it's been a crossword clue. In the manner of is Aula. I think it is Rome. Is this an M? Uncle of Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Oh, I don't know. Let's not fill Rome yet. I just thought I could get that across real quick. Maybe I can get this across. Actress Claire of The Crown. I don't know. Pro gridiron officials informally. NFL refs. Gridiron football. Actress Claire. Is it Faye? I don't know. Bird that scientists are trying to bring back from extinction. The dodo? I didn't know they were trying to do that. Is this Donald? Maybe it's Roan and it's Donald. Have the same opinion. Agree. I might be able to get these across as not graze. Gaze intently. Stare. Good word will start. All right. Sharp on a TV informally. High def. Takes the edge off. I'm not sure. That girl. She? That girl went to the market. She went to the market, right? All right. Blank Maria, coffee liquor. I do not know this one. Things eliminated with YouTube Premium. Ads. Takes the edge off. S's? Takes the edge off. Eases. And this is Tia Maria, coffee liquor. Okay. Tia is that Ant? I think Tia is Ant, but I don't quite remember. Bear in constellation names is Ursa. A proper one is capitalized. Name? Proper names. Proper nouns are capitalized. Proper nouns. Spun records for short. DJ'd. That's what they want. Have a round of tequila, perhaps. Do a... Maybe. Goddess of the Dawn. Could be EO. Bad odor. Not aroma. Regarding. As to? So EO sounds right. To a what? What are these? Red in Spanish. I think that's roja. Fat in a bird feeder. Seed? Maybe. No ifs, ands, or buts. I feel like this is supposed to be like do a shot, but it's not. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'll come back to it. White heron. Egret. The egret is the only bird that exists in crosswords. So if it sounds like a bird, put egret. And it's 5 letters. Not tied is shoelaces. Something. You're almost guaranteed that not tied is going to be something, right? But undone, maybe? It could be. I always look at the letters next to it to check if that's even reasonable. Letters before Enterprise or Intrepid. The USS Enterprise. Bad odor. See, what is this? A 10... 8 something? Burns with liquid. I don't know. Least likely to start a conversation with a stranger, say. Part in a movie. The role. Farthest points. Ends? See, it's plural, so it probably ends in S. Least likely to... Okay, let me look at this one. Student's final hurdle. Exam? Student's final hurdle. Test, I suppose. This is probably ends. Burns with liquids. Scalds. Oh yeah, so we're not looking for something that burns with liquid. We're looking for that action. So like he burned himself with liquid. He scalded himself. You sometimes the part of speech makes it a little bit awkward to make a sentence, but you can always change the part of speech and then change it in the answer as well to check it. But what the heck is this? Bad odor. I clearly have something wrong. So this is the shyest person. Oh, a stench. A stench. So have a round of kutokitos. Is this actually Eos then? Oh, this is do shots. It's rojo. Do shots. And I'm going to just assume sweat is a fat in a bird feeder, but okay, do shots. Scrub, scour, maybe? Let's see, with in French, it could be a C, I suppose. Really, really. Ever so? Yeah. All right, well, I hit my under 15, and I actually decided today I'd explain a lot, so that was nice. Of course, we got a lot of seed words with Groundhog Day repeating over and over again. That was a pretty funny theme. All right, this is one of the rare Mondays that has a theme that it doesn't have an explainer clue, which is interesting. I don't think we needed an explainer clue for that. I realized today was Groundhog Day. Cool. Well, that was a fun one. Definitely on the easier side, I think, especially if you know a lot of the common crossword words, which this seemed to be littered with. So yeah, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, want to leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.